Do 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 do. 15 seconds. Bark bark, Nuzlocke time. Greetings, fellow geeks and gamers that sleeps in the day here, and we're going to be doing a little Nuzlocke and Pokemon SoulSilver. Because I like Silver better than Heart Gold. Fight me. No information needed. This is a randomized Nuzlocke. Boop. No. I was tapping too fast. Tapping? Clicking? Whatever. We are, of course, Lou. Yes. I hope my DS outline and stuff looks really good to you guys. Alright, just a mailbox, okay. Bork bork. Nuzlocke time. Hello, mother. Yep, give me all my stuff. I don't like this game as much when it comes to the control scheme because you have to use the bottom screen to use the menu. Which I know they were just pushing that stuff at the time, but Mew! What a great randomized encounter. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Alright. Go over here. Don't worry about the guy staring in the window. Ignore the man behind the curtain. Horton? Clotton? Alright, let's see what we've got as an option. Touch the balls to see what's inside. Boop. Celebi, okay. Grovyle, alright. Uxie, okay, we have two legendary options. But this is SoulSilver. So I think I have to go with Celebi. I don't know if this was the right choice, but we're gonna do this. I also think I gave them like randomized moves and everything. Like we went full Kaizo Ironmon levels of randomization. This is Celery, the Celebi. I want to spell it weird. Let's call you Cell Ori. There you go. You're Celari. Celari, the Celebi. So we'll have Celebi versus Mew, right? Yeah, you're gonna give me a potion, right? Yep. Or a couple potions. Yeah, go have fun with your Mew. My Celebi will have fun beating up your Mew. Later. Mew and Celebi hanging out. That's just perfect. Wait, Lou. Wait a sec. Did you leave your... Fine, I'll go get the Pokegear. Yes, I totally forgot I have to get the Pokegear. It's been a long time. I mean, I say a long time. I literally did a, Nuzlocke of this recently, but... You know, whatever. It may be... Do you remember? Hey, yes, I remember. And then she's just gonna tell me how to do it anyways, even though I said, yes, I remember. But, you know, whatever. Alright, now we get to go. Yes, I'll take your damn phone number, I guess. I forgot how much cutscene there is. And you can't skip it if you want to set up a Nuzlocke because you have to be able to choose your starting Pokemon. You have to do like almost all of this. I could skip, what, the very first dialogue, 2 things of dialogue with Mom, and that's it. Remember with Nuzlocke, we can fight. We're not going to. Before we get the Pokeballs. Because anything before the Pokeball doesn't count. And I think the Pokeballs are a little bit later in this than they are in like any of the others. Which is even more rough. Rough. Seal, okay. Sneed alarm any good? Alright. I don't remember what most of these moves do anymore, so... Psycho Boost is good. Also, everything will start off with 4 moves, because I have most of my Kaizomon settings active. Kaizo Ironmon settings. Yo, duder. Want to take a break. I don't think there was anything important in here. No, okay. Now you can come back there later. Man, I really gotta remember the layout of this game a little bit better. Especially since I will always claim it's my favorite. Like, I love the original. It's an apricot. Oh, I don't have the bag yet. You have to go say, ahoy! It may be Clow. It may be Clow. Is that how you want it? Is it Clow? Or Clo? It may be Clo? Are those little giraffes? No, those are raptors. Raptor. Maybe, I don't know, they're really tiny on my screen, so I can't tell what the little emote is. Oh, do I not have my chat popping up on here? Oh, I do. It's just, oh, either is, day's going well. Oh, okay. I gotta fix something real quick. I just realized my chat's not popping up on screen because I'm gonna have to break something here for a moment. Chat box. It's got the wrong URL in that chat box because I updated my chat box and then never copy. Okay. This one, property, paste, go. How's the day? Day's going great. Still white out there. Good. Still snowy. Yeah, so I haven't got things set up, but I'm a DM and have played Dungeons and Dragons since I don't even know how long at this point. Like, legitimately, why is it not showing? Now I gotta check my Streamlabs and see why that's not pulling up my chat for me. Widgets, chat settings. This is the right one, yeah? Anyways, I've been DM since I was, what, 3rd grade or so. And so, yeah, it's the right code, so I don't know why it wasn't showing. And so Dungeons & Dragons is like a big part of my gamer identity. Like later, I'm waiting until someone else has got their stuff set up though because of paste. Because I wanted to co-op with them specifically, but I plan on doing a Baldur's Gate playthrough at some point. And as a co-op, we're going to be doing eventually once I can get all the pieces in place. There we go. Timing is coincidental. Just ordered the starter kit, so I'm ready to play for the first time with the family. I love that one. I have not played it in 5th edition, mind you. I've only played it in 5th edition. I haven't played it in the. What I'm trying to say is I haven't played it in the what's the new one called? The new edition that they're trying to put out. You know, the brand new one. I haven't played anything in that yet though. I've played every edition besides the new one, 1 through 5. I've only played original D&D once. I've only played AD&D a couple times. 3/3.5 is our bread and butter with me and my friends. However, so many people have moved to 5th ed. The campaign I'm planning on running on a weekly, on the weekly, which will be once certain people are available. We'll be running weekly Dungeons & Dragons. We'll probably be 5th ed because one of the players is new, and anyone who's played knows that 5th edition is a lot easier to learn than 3. So we'll be doing that. But that'll be a little bit. We gotta get all the pieces together for that. I also play. So the difference between the different editions are rules. Okay. Yes, and. So, you have to understand that Dungeons & Dragons is an ever-evolving game. Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition came out whenever Gary Gygax wanted to play a game similar to, like Warhammer, but on a micro scale instead of a macro scale. Meaning, instead of controlling whole armies, you control 1 to 2 characters. That was his goal when he created the first set of rules for Dungeons & Dragons. So Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition is a set of rules that plays very similar to old wargaming, specifically designed to allow you to just do encounters. It's not designed for the purpose of story or anything. That wasn't the goal at the time. 2nd edition is another set of rules that are more balanced, and yet it's still more based around the concept of a dungeon dive or something like that. And they're advanced rules, and they... I won't say they're better. They're not better, per se. They are very different, though. What up, cat? And then 3rd edition, people started playing stories in Dungeons & Dragons, so they added all these extra rules to facilitate that. Now, admittedly, they added too many rules. I love 3 and 3.5, but there are too many rules in it, so to speak. It's just a bit much. It gets to the point where it can be, what am I trying to say? Very difficult to keep up with what's going on, despite being a very well-balanced system. Initially. It's not so balanced anymore, but initially it was very well-balanced. And then 4th edition came out, and they realized that they could balance it better. And that was the goal. 4th edition is the epitome of a well-balanced game, but it no longer feels like Dungeons & Dragons because everything is so well-balanced that nothing feels unique. So everything plays about the same, even if you're doing it in a different way. And then 5th edition, they realized that mistake, but they realized that they still understood that 3 was too complicated. And so with the community, they came together to start making a better Dungeons and Dragons, which is 5th edition. It's a different set of rules that focus more on simplifying the game while still giving you a complete and unique feeling no matter what you're doing. It is focused more back on story instead of being more about just going through dungeons and stuff. There's a lot of rules in it that are specifically there to help you tell a story with your friends. And then the new one that's coming out was essentially them just wanting to go to the next step. It's still being effectively created by parts of the player base that there's a lot of people who don't like a lot of the changes being made. And so 5th Ed is a lot more of the middle ground for people now, and the new one is going to be the one that people are learning. We'll see if people like it. A lot of people hate Wizards of the Coast right now because of stuff they did specifically in the campaign for the next Dungeons and Dragons, where they use AI art and different things. The AI was actually writing parts of the story. I don't hate New Edition. I'm probably not going to get into it, mostly because of the stuff. Because I barely like to play 5th Ed, so I've spent so much money on Dungeons and Dragons books. I don't want to spend more. That's about all I can say about it. I don't have any issues with the New Edition. I do find some of the stuff they did early with the AI a little shady, but I honestly think some of it was ignorance and not avarice. I think they were doing it without knowing what they were doing, really. They were trying to find a quick and easy way to quickly put out a product that people could view without understanding exactly what they were looking at. They didn't really understand AI at the time. And, you know, a bunch of old heads that are running it, not the younger people who are writing the rules and stuff, but the people who are putting out the product were probably not super familiar with how AI works. And it's it's not okay, but I also, at the same time, to some extent, can understand where that's coming from. And that's not an excuse. Yes, please kill me. I'm trying to quick run back to the Pokemon Center right now. So yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think some of the processes they've used to get where they are is bad. And that's about the best I can say about it. It is definitely a very divisive topic, though. In the same way, though, 4th edition was divisive because it's so different than, not for the same reason, but was also divisive because so many people were, it doesn't feel like Dungeons and Dragons anymore, which is why we had to move on to other stuff. So if they can redeem themselves, it'll be fine. But I think a lot of people are still going to struggle. Right in the story, you said. Okay, so they use it to the AI art thing's bad. I'm just gonna say that right now. The AI art thing that they got caught doing, but I don't think it was. Again, I think it was ignorance, not maliciousness. I don't think they were doing it understanding at the time. It may be. Thank you for joining the Geek Gamer Army, friend. I don't think that they were trying to go out of their way to slight artists. I have an assumption that they were probably eventually planning on hiring the artists like they have to now. I don't know that for a fact, but they were just trying to get something out so people could see it, I think is what was actually happening. Of course, they'll never admit to that because that would mean that they were wrong. But they were still wrong, but they won't admit to it. I don't think that was the purpose of it at the moment. I'm not going to go so far as to say Wizards of the Coast wouldn't do something as a cash grab. After all, we have the multiverse stuff for Magic the Gathering where they're just grabbing other IPs and putting it in their game because they know it'll sell. So they will absolutely do stuff just as a cash grab. But I don't think the AI was that purpose yet. Now, I'm not saying if they could have gotten away with it that they would have not tried to go ahead and keep getting away with it. We don't know. There's no way we can know. It's in the past now. They got caught, and that's all that matters. So it's something they can't deal with now. But the writing part, it's essentially just like when people use chat GPT to fix their writing or whatever. You know how some people will use it to like fix the no, not shift, check moves. Into any stat change. Okay, that's the stat change one. That's what I thought. We'll use it to fix their grammar and stuff. I think they were trying to do that. But it did what you would expect. It didn't go well. It wrote sentences because they weren't using the, AI even now is 20 times more advanced than it was a year ago. AI is growing at an extreme rate, and it's useful for certain things. And they got caught because they were using not modern versions of stuff. So I don't know for sure. They absolutely could have just straight up been using it as a cash grab, though. Like, I'm not going to say that is out of the picture, because that is a very real possibility. But I don't like to just jump to the conclusion that a company is just out to get us, period. They might be out to get us, but I don't want to just assume people are out to get us without having a reason to actually think that they're out to get us. So that's my opinion of the new edition. Like, I don't hate it yet. I hate what they did, and we'll see how it goes. It may be fine. Who knows? But again, 3. I don't think D&D would do that. They seem to be very okay. So the writers make the rules, and the people who write the modules are super faithful. They are parts of the community. They ask our opinions. They actually play games of D&D for, like, they have big at like Gen Con and stuff. Like, Chris Perkins will go and host several games for people to just play with him as a DM. So the people who are writing the game are definitely not doing anything malicious. But Wizards of the Coast is still a company. Wizards of the Coast isn't run by Chris Perkins, and, not run by, I'm trying to think. That's the only name that's coming to my mind, even though I know like 40 people who work on it. But point being, the people who make the modules and write all this stuff are absolutely on our side. Period. No question. The people who are in charge are not the people writing this information. It's suits. It's people who are trying to keep the shareholders happy and get their stuff, get their pay check every day. It's the corrupt CEOs. It's all of that. And so, while I don't think that the writers did anything wrong, I do think there was stuff done incorrectly, and they'll have to be, they'll have to deal with it. It'll be on them to prove to us at this point that, like, they're not going to do any of this stuff again. And hey, the game, from what I've seen, is fine. Like, all the new rules are interesting, though they definitely are less balanced, and I don't know. It doesn't feel as full of a change either as the other editions. So every other edition has changed the way the game has worked to some extent. This just feels like a 5.5, kind of like how 3.5 just rebalanced 3.0. That's what this one feels like. It doesn't feel like it's a new edition of the game. It just feels like an update to the current edition of the game. I hope that makes sense. I hope my opinion is not too strong. I hope that all seems reasonable, and I don't just seem like I'm calling them out for something that may or may not be. Because I don't know. you know, I can't know. I don't work for them. That's just my interpretation based on what I do know about Dungeons and Dragons and Wizards of the Coast and all of that. I'm glad you asked, though. I very much love discussing things about Dungeons and Dragons. I love anything, even in the gaming community. Like, all of that is stuff that I really like thinking about, talking about, etc. So it's fun for me to discuss. So, if there's any other things you want to talk about, either Dungeons & Dragons related or elsewise, feel free. I'm always... Mew? Yeah, so, like, pre-made books. Like, the modules, if that's what you're talking about. My favorite module... I'm a big fan of Curse of Strahd, and I've played that in every edition. It's not always been called Curse of Strahd. Sometimes it's the Legend of Ravenloft. But they're all the same. You're going through and finding out stuff with Strahd, and of course, it's a really interesting module because most. I don't want to ruin too much, but it happens pretty early, so I'll go ahead and say this. Most of the modules you don't interact direct. Oh, did I get Pokeballs? I didn't look. You don't interact directly with the big bad evil guy, the BBEG, until the end of the module or halfway. Strahd meets you super early, without giving you any more information. Like, you are introduced to the character of Strahd super early into it. Yes, perfect. Okay, and so that's something that you that makes it, I think, a lot more unique and a lot more. Probably the biggest reason that I like Curse of Strahd and Ravenloft so much is because it's a more well-written story, where you're not just going out to save the world or whatever. Like, you're in a specific area for a specific reason, and even the villain you kind of get to know. So that's one thing I really like about it. So I'd say Curse of Strahd. Assuming you were meaning, like, the modules. I also like... I can't remember what it's called. There's a pirate one that came out for 3.5 that I liked. Where the whole module involves being on the pirate ship the whole time. And there's not a true BBEG. Instead, there's a lot of, like, miniature villains that you have to deal with throughout. Like, at one point you deal with a storm giant and things like that. So, I don't know. Oh, wait, it's in the freaking... I remember, it's in the lab. But I think almost all the modules that exist now, mind you, there were some bad modules in the past. Like, there was oh, I can't think what it's called. There's one where the whole premise is that you are playing, or you are just going through a dungeon of traps. Like, that's the whole purpose of the module. And it's fine. It was an older one, and that's what the game was built around. And your characters just die. Like, without a question, your characters will die. You better bring several to go through this dungeon. And I think that one was pretty cool. But, I mean, it was pretty bad, not pretty cool. It was pretty bad. And shows that not all of the modules are good. So, uh-oh. I don't know what... Sweet Kiss, that puts me to sleep, right? No, that confuses, okay. Are you just now getting into Heart Swap? I don't know what this does. All right, so yes, I have good tips for D&D. First things first, figure out. So wait, before I give you any tips, who are you playing with? Are you playing with friends? Are you playing with strangers even? Because I actually have different tips based on which way you're doing it. Friends and family. Okay. All right. So, especially with friends and family, because these are people you're going to know personally, so you don't have to learn them as much. Figure out early what everyone wants out of the game then. If everyone's just there to kill monsters and play it like a video game, that's something that you can accommodate. If everyone wants a story-driven narrative, make sure that you can accommodate that as well. But figure out what they want. And more importantly than any of that, though, is be open and honest with what you and them are looking for early. So figure out what you're wanting to play. Even if it's your first time, you come in with some expectations. Like if you're coming in here, also don't expect to be Matt Mercer. I guess that's the first bit of advice. Don't try to be a professional actor. Unless you are. If you're a trained actor or whatever, by all means do that. But first bit of advice is always to learn what you and your players are wanting out of the game. Alright, what does this move do? Because if everyone wants the same thing, it's going to be a lot easier to build your story around that. Even a module, you'll have some stuff where you can adjust things. If it becomes trapped within fire. Okay, so I can still use. I don't know why I was missing. Oops. Also, something to learn early is the rules are important, but they're not everything. There's a term that we often use in the community that is the rule of cool. And the rule of cool says sometimes because something is just awesome, you kind of will try to bend the rules to accommodate. Because you want to make sure everyone's having fun. So if someone has this really cool idea and you can find a way to make it work, people are going to have more fun with it than if you just say, but that's not what the rules allow. Another thing, don't play favorites. You will play favorites. I'll tell you that right now. There's nothing you can do about it. Someone's going to be a better player. Someone's going to be assertive. Someone's going to be better at taking notes if they take notes. So there's going to be people that you instinctively are going to favor. And it can make it where it's not fun for other people. It's a little bit more forgiving since you're family. Excuse me. But you still want to avoid showing favoritism towards someone, at least without reason. Like, maybe a specific scene requires that this person be the most important person, fine. Everyone will know that, though, going in, because that's the sort of scene you've set up. But don't just always do that. Trying to think what else. Oh, alright. I said all that stuff, but the number one thing you need to know, period, bar anything, don't worry about anything else, you have to communicate. If there's ever an issue in any D&D game, it's because people didn't talk about it. So if there's an issue that arises at your table, between two people, between you and someone else, the easiest way to deal with it is to be an adult and talk about it. But I'll say modules are pretty easy to follow. They give you some room to adjust things, to play how you want, to add your own twist to things, but you can literally play it just as it's written, especially if it's your first time, and you'll do just fine. There's enough information in a module. If you play it as it's written, you should be able to just play the game. But just make sure everyone's expectations are clear from the get-go, and make sure that if you have any issues at any point, you talk it through. I also, and since you're playing with friends and family, this is going to be a hard one to hear, but also understand that not everyone is built for your table. Not everyone is going to want the same things out of the game that everyone else wants. And so if you allow certain people at your table that don't fit with what you're doing, you're not going to have as good of a time, and they're not going to have as good of a time. So just be aware of that. There are people that I love and will play other games with all the time that I refuse to have at my table anymore, because they just have such a different desire out of the game than what I do. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just means I don't play them. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if those were good, if those tips will seat you all the way to the end. I do think the one above all, though, is the communication thing. Like, setting expectations, big deal. Making sure that you are able to communicate, that's the biggest of them all. Wait, is this a different route? I don't actually know yet where the routes are in Heart Gold map. Okay. This is Route 29. This is Route 30. So yes, this is a separate route. Okay, we can catch this guy. Let's hit him with the egg bomb. Or not. Flamethrower. That's gonna do nothing. Have you ever played D&D, by the way? Or is this your first time playing entirely and you're being the DM? Because I'm just curious as to what sort of knowledge you have about the game in total. 80... Okay, so yeah, we can hit him with a submission and he'll survive. Completely first time playing ever. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. We like to get new people in here. I also... I will also say, if you don't enjoy it as a DM, still give it a chance as a player, because it is a different experience. So that's something I really want to throw out there for you, is even if you don't enjoy your interaction as a DM, still give it, you should still try to give it another chance as a player eventually, because DMing's not for everyone. And I think it's absolutely worth seeing it from the other side. Though you may fall in love with DMing right away. I hope if you ever want any tips. Yeah, for sure. And Kat's the one that I plan on doing the Baldur's Gate run with, to give you an idea of how we're both into the game and everything, so. I know Kat's been DMing a lot recently, so she should have some good advice too. And Wifey, my literal wife, she also plays Dungeons & Dragons. She's actually played in my games before. So, like, we have a good community here with a lot of people who have or do actively play Dungeons & Dragons. If you ever are in here when any of the boys are on, whenever I have a stream with the boys, that's what it will say in my stream title. All of them have played Dungeons & Dragons to varying of degrees. Like, Mr. Defective and Dark Viper have been playing since we were in 6th grade. Technically, also, if you end up playing and have... Yes. Yes. In the same realm of making sure you understand what you want, everyone's going to have different experiences with who's in charge. Yeah, for sure. That's some good advice too. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it though. I really hope that whatever happens in your games, I hope that you have a great experience with it. I hope you get into the game and it's just, you find out that it is exactly what you've been hoping it would be. Because yeah, in the community we love to get more people in any chance we get. And I will say Dungeons & Dragons is a community. It's not just a game at this point. And it's not just for nerds anymore, which is always nice. Though you can absolutely just be a nerd playing Dungeons & Dragons. Alright. Alright. So... I'm going to say I use maps about 50% of my games. You don't need to have maps. Maps are great for understanding what is going on in a battle, though. But they are not a necessity. It really depends how good everyone is at visualizing what's going on around them. My first ever game, by the way. Yeah, for sure. My first ever game we played, our map was only a chessboard with chess pieces so that way when we were in battle we could at least get a visual as to who was going where. But some games are absolutely enhanced by a map, so it's not necessary, but I'm not saying don't use it either, because it serves its purpose. And if you end up being story heavy, you won't need it as much. If you end up being gameplay heavy, you're probably going to want to get at least something like a chessboard to use. I at this point, I have table-size grids that I can throw up, and they're wet erased, so I can write on them and then clean them up when I'm done. I have prop trains from playing Warhammer that I can throw out to use as trains for the game. But it's absolutely not necessary at the same time. Boom. Okay. You can get a roll of grid paper on Amazon. Yes, exactly. Yeah. By the way, when she's saying Lulu, that's me. There we go. Gosh. That is a 70% chance to hit. I can't believe I missed so many turns in a row. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm really happy, though, that you're reaching out and asking people instead of just going in, uh-oh. Asking people instead of just bashing your head against a wall, so to speak. What's up, Jerry Game Beast 2001? What's hilarious? Is it my face? Haha, got him. Wait, I'm not supposed to do that to myself. I hope it's good for you, man. Like, I really do. Alright, what's trump card? I don't know what this move is even. The fewer PP this move, the more power it has. In Mount Moon while I was battling my rival. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Of course, yeah, yeah. And then... Alright, yeah. Yeah, that definitely happens, man. Were you doing a Nuzlocke, or what type of situation were you in? Are you doing a Kaizo? Yeah, it can be a lot. Sure, sure. I understand your foes, Gengar. I just meant, were you in a, are you playing just a Nuzlocke? Are you doing a Kaizo Ironmon? Or are you just playing the game in general? I think I'm gonna get rid of Trump Card. I don't think I want that. Trump Card. Just doing a normal run, okay. Yeah, I want Moonlight. I think I want it over Submission. So I think I still want all those. Sure, 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 sure. It's a fun situation whenever your opponents decide to deal with it for themselves. I know I've had yeah, just a little bit. I mean, I think like I noticed when we were watching Udon the other day that his stream has a bigger delay than mine does, which kind of surprised me. All right, what level are we at? We've got 577. Okay, we can just move on now. Oh, I gotta get my level chart. Heart, gold, level caps, Nuzlocke. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Diamond, full platinum. Here we go. 13 for the first gym. Okay. Oh gosh, I need to get that off that page though. We need to be back where I can see me. We'll put that there. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go back to the right size. Oh no. Oh no. View. Window size. There we go. View. Back to the size it was at. I accidentally hit something and it went like half my screen instead of its normal size. Mess with me. Okay. So yeah. Wow, we're already... This is a pretty good one so far. Yeah. I hope it goes well for you, brother. Brother! Damn you, cat, getting brother in my head like that. I'm just waiting for you to randomly pop into my Discord at some point and just point while I'm streaming and just go brother and then immediately run away. Thank you for joining, Jerry. Or following, I should say. That's the word. We appreciate you here. I appreciate it very much. Can't escape. He's faster than me. What? Alright, I guess we flamethrower his ass. Is Matang medal yet? I know the final stages. And I know Oh yeah, I think they are. So flamethrower. Thunderbolt! Oh no! Whew! Alright, we gotta swap you out. Or flamethrower will kill you. That works too. I have played Pokerogue. That's the Pokemon Emerald roguelike thing, right? The where it's like super condensed and you go into each section, you get like the 3 paths on everything. That's Pokerogue, right? I'm thinking of the right thing. If so, I can't stream it though, because my computer gets some really bad performance issues. That's Emerald Rogue. Pokerogue's the one you play. Okay, I have also played that one. Pokerogue, I definitely can't stream. That's what I was about to say because I realized what it was. Because my if I have OBS up and Pokerogue, it runs at like 2 seconds a frame. If I don't have OBS, it runs just fine. But anytime I open OBS and Pokerogue, my whole computer's just like, nah, we can't do this. I don't know what you're thinking, fam, but that ain't us. Which, okay, fair. All right. I think we face this trainer. Yes, cool. Oh, wait, am I getting to the double battle? No, okay. Rivals? No, not quite. Yeah. I need to get a new processor, though. So once I get the new processor, it may not be so bad. It may literally just be an issue where my current PC's setup just can't handle it. So once I eventually get a new processor, I might be able to do it. Now I can't fall asleep. He gave my Pidgeot insomnia. Okay. I can play Emerald Rogue though. I am able to get that one to stream, but I need to update it because I know they've done some updates since the last time I've played that. I have streamed some Infinite Fusion before, and yeah, that's fine. You can get that. What is the other one called? View. What is this other game called? Pokewilds is the other one I've done on stream before. Pokewilds though is I'd say it's not good for multiple streams. I think I've got all my content I can out of that. Although I don't have it saved on YouTube, so I may stream it again at some point just to get content on YouTube for it. Because Pokewilds, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that one, but it's like a crafting survival game with Pokemon. In not like Power World though, but it's like an actual still top-down isometric view like you get out of your normal Pokemon games, but with crafting survival elements to it. All right, we gotta swipe out. Feather, you're yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like I said, it's called Pokewilds, one word, Pokewilds. It's got its own dedicated wiki, just like Infinite Fusions does. I will say there's better. I won't say better games, more complete games, because it's still, people are still working on it. But I enjoy it, so. I don't know if this is your your first time chat. So first time checking us out. We play a lot of variety of games on here. Neither. It's actually you download it. It's got its own game. Its own execution. I can't say the damn word. It's got its own exe file is what I'm trying to say. Execution. Nope, I'm done. I'm not trying it. I can't say it. My mouth does not want to form the word. Executable file. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I struggled with that several times, but it's got its own launcher, so kind of like Infinite Fusion and Xenoverse have. I don't know if you've played either of those. Xenoverse I thought was going to be cool. I'm not a big fan of it, though. It's just unnecessarily dark for a Pokemon game. I keep trying to pull up my menu, forgetting that it's just the bottom screen. I also used to don't execute the file. Okay, Udon, I'm mad at you. You said you were gonna drop by into my chat and stream yesterday, and you never showed up. What sort of excuse do you have? Pokewild, last I knew, had... Gen... I don't remember. They have... it's a little bit further than... well, it's a little mixed. No, you're good. I just had to give you crap about it. He found it mailed... Oh, right. Of course. That makes sense. That's why he wasn't here. Man, one of these days I'm gonna have to pull up my VTube model just for Udon to drop in and be like, wait, what's going on here? But I won't pull that out until I'm doing collabs, so... Unless you want to collab with me, Udon, at some point, in which case I'll put it on then. I don't have it set up to run on... you'd be down? Alright. Maybe we can do some Gun and Breaker at some point. Oh yeah, did you actually catch the mail, Bella Noir? I can't today. Words are not working today. This damn Celebi has slow start. It's so rough. Because it's clearly ridiculously strong. I built my V2 model by myself, by the way, using... what? V-Roid Studio, and then I took it out in Blender and fixed some stuff and gave it facial hair because that's not an option for any of the default options on there. Plus I gave it an outfit that's not available. You guys are gonna make me want to launch this, launch it and pull it up. Actually, I am a beautiful twink. Yes, I'm not just a twink. I am a beautiful twink. Thank you. Of course, I don't see too many twinks with facial hair, so... Oof, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. Oh, yeah. No. She's not being mean. I like me a pretty twink, so my VTuber had to be a pretty twink. I may be married to a woman, but that doesn't mean I don't like to look at pretty boys, too. I don't like that wording. I like to look at pretty men. Let's change the wording so I don't feel weird about what I just said. Pretty men. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I know you're about to clip that. Please don't. It's too late, isn't it? Wifey's probably already got that clipped. She was clipping me doing all sorts of out-of-pocket stuff the other day, like throwing my... I can't wait till you're streaming, Kat, because I know I'm going to catch you slipping all the time, saying stuff you shouldn't. We both know that's going to happen. And I will clip it and ship it every time, baby. Of course, then again, you might just outright be down for anything you're saying. Ah, there it is. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Maybe, yeah. The funny thing is, I'm generally really good at speaking and pretty good at improv stuff. Like, I've taken improv classes and stuff. But my brain's just not here today. Like, I keep not being able... Like, I couldn't say executable file just a little bit ago, and that's not even a hard thing to say. What is going on with me today? It's because the pretty cat boy showed up in my chat, obviously. Well, it'll show up as a very, very highly clipped moment, which will show up on people's stuff. Run, Udon, run, or I'll execute your file. I'll execute his file, wink, wink. Oh no! Okay, we survived that. That's scary. I'm not going to say what I was going to say, because I like to keep things somewhere in the realm of friendly to speak. Wait, what? I just hit yes. I didn't actually pay attention to what he was switching to. Alright, we'll just put Celebi back out. It's probably fine. Celery the Celebi. Far-fetched. Okay. I did not mean to do that. Yeah. Payback. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's a dark move. Okay. I can't pay attention. You saw that face. What face? Fair enough. Everyone talking about freaking Final Fantasy 14 recently, and I just unsubbed because of stuff. So I'm gonna have to resub. I really need to finish getting stuff set up. Tomorrow I need to get a hold of my financial thing and get that taken care of. And then I'll be able to sub again without worrying. Alright. Udon, what do you play in Final Fantasy 14? Like, what's your main job and what's your character? I assume you're probably a Miko. That may be rude of me to make that assumption, but that's what I'm going to assume of you. I know Baldur's Gate is... Oh, yeah. I haven't done, so I promised Wifey... Yeah, I figured. I promised Wifey I wouldn't complete anything without her after a certain point. And so we finished, ooh, Shiny Stone, nice. We finished, Shadowbringers, and we haven't done, yeah, whatever it's called, Shadow. We've finished the Shadow, and we haven't gone any further, so we are technically 2 expansions behind. Was Black Mage swapped to Picto 6? Oh, did they? I've been a scholar since literally day 1 of the game. Well, of the Realm Reborn, I should say. I haven't... This is the first month I've ever been unsubscribed since the re-release. I haven't touched... What's... I get the name screwed up between Shadowbringer and Endwalker. There we go. I was gonna call it Shadowwalker and Endbringer at first. Don't battle me. I'm... Oh, versus recorder. Shadowbringers was good though. I like Shadowbringers, but I'm a Scholar main, Ellison, Storm. Because, you know, that's who I am. But, I liked a lot of Stormblood because we actually got to see some, well, at least in the expansion of Stormblood, I should say, early, we got to see some stuff with the Admiral, Melvib. But yeah, we finish. I'd say we technically are like we're two, not expansions. What am I trying to say? Two in-betweens. 2 patches away from Endwalker, technically. Oh my gosh, I cannot today. I don't know why my brain is so fuzzy. We had good food today. I'm not dehydrated ever in my life. So I don't know. Ooch. He bopped my little head. Oh, really? I do look forward to doing it. We could get to play Beaker with us. I would be down. We could do that as a collab too. I was thinking Gundam just because he's the only other full-on Gundam nerd besides Thomas, and I don't want to stream with Thomas because it would be a different type of stream with Thomas. But I would be down to like do BG3 or hell. There's so many different games that I have that we could do. I think it's funny. So I'm developing a network here, right? Cat's gonna be a VTubing. Fire Eater, I'm currently working on building his VTube model. Yaflim's going to be a VTuber. Hell yeah. Yaflim's gonna be a VTuber. Udon's a freaking VTuber. So I have built a network around me of all VTubers, most of them cats for one reason or another. Like what am I doing? How did I get in this position? Apparently I attract a certain demographic of people, obviously. Or I make friends with a certain demographic of people, I should say. That's fair. I like that process. Like, if you've done your makeup and you feel good, go ahead and go on stream. But if you're feeling bleh about yourself, face camming, I think that's a great way to do it. I know Fire Eater is doing it that way because he just doesn't want to be on camera. It's not even like he doesn't think he looks good or anything. He just doesn't want people seeing his face, people on the internet seeing what he looks like. And I think that's fair. And Nyaflim, he thinks he's ugly. He's not ugly. I'll just straight up say that. Especially now that he's figured out how to cut his hair in a way that looks good. He went from being awkward to being actually really, really good looking. But he still thinks of himself as unattractive because, you know, he was a quiet nerd who thought he was unattractive. And I gotta help him. He's gonna do PNG tubing, though. He's not gonna even do full-on VTubing. But I'm gonna help him set his up, too. Because I'm the guy who's the nerd and knows how to do all this crap. Okay, this is a separate route. Let's get him on here. Lantern. Alright. This is a good mon. This shouldn't kill. This should be good. I don't know. I think part of his insecurity is stems from being a military boy, like he was army. And so, you know, if you're a guy who looks good with long hair and then you go into the army and you're not allowed to have long hair, you're going to get a little bit more self-conscious about yourself after you come back out. So that's something I think is part of it. Alright, Udon, because you're here, actually, I'm going to let you name this lantern. What should we name the lantern, Udon? I put him on the spot. I said that you get to name this lantern. I don't know that Udon trusts saying pickle with you around, Cat. Alright. Pickle it. Pickle it is. Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry. I would have totally done it too. Oh no, he has AirPods in. He can't hear. It's too late. Alright, what's my level cap for this? This is... Oops, wrong button. This is this one. 13. Alright, let's hit a couple quick level ups then. His eyes are popping out. What do you mean saving a lot? Why is this a lot of data? I didn't do that much between then and then. Alright, Pickle. Let's go do some quick training. I can get up to that. I'm probably only gonna get to like level 11, so that way they can level up and I can still use them. These are level 6 down below, so it'll be quicker. I don't even know what Pickle's abilities are. Oh, Lantern v Lantern. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh, these aren't great. You have a grass move. But it failed. Bam! Needle arm. Get needled. Needle arm like a cactuar. Uh-oh, Pluck's gonna be good. Well, in theory. Oh, come on. I should just cheat in a bunch of rare candies, and that way I don't have to stand around for forever training. But that gets rid of the risk of accidentally losing them. Anything. Let's boost our defense. Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Alright, I said it anyways. I didn't let my inside thoughts remain inside thoughts. Lantern is so tanky. Or has no attack. I don't know which one it is. Well, the intrusive thought earlier that I didn't say, I'll just say now since it's way out of context now. But whenever you said execute his file, I was like, or no, something about Catboy showing up, and you're like, oh, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, we eat pussy around here. Yeah, I still regret saying it. Nah, shouldn't have done it. Should have let them remain intrusive and not said out loud. At least Pickle is like a absolute unit. I don't, you cannibal. We on the channel condone eating cats. Wait, no. I saw a hilarious TikTok while I was catching up on cats and wifey's TikToks that they send me. I decided to scroll a little afterward, and it was a Twitch won't let me clip that. Good. Yeah, there is. Ow. Homely emu plank. I love the random words they throw in on the clips. Oh, come on. You were supposed to level up from that. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. I'll set it up. I just haven't yet. I keep saying that. I promise. Wifey's out here clip farming me. I guess she is my stream manager, though. That is her official title. So if anyone's gonna stream or clip farm me, I guess it makes most sense for it to be wifey. I just can't wait till I get you on stream. Someone's gotta keep you in check. That's definitely not what was said. But I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh no! Volt Tackle! That's problematic. Luckily he's only a level 4, so we should survive. Ooh, okay, we gotta swap out immediately. Wow, I only have one thing that's not weak to electric. I'll wreck your rock Kabutops. Alright, so we're not doing that. We're not training against him. Kabutops is not safe to train against. Too bad we didn't catch him, because he would have been great part of the team. Though, admittedly, still weak to electric. What? Alright, well, I know we've only been at this for an hour and a half, but we're gonna have to take a small intermission because the Maverick is being a whiny boy, and we take care of the whiny boy whenever he gets whiny. So, you know. Get your drinks, get your potty breaks, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back momentarily. And we're back. My light is right in front of my playback. I actually can't see my own face. Hopefully I still look as handsome as always. What? What? Playback. 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 Play space BACK. Playback. So I can't look over and see my face because one of my lights is right there. Togekiss. Togekiss is what? Flying dragon? Is that right? I don't know if that's right. Sky Apricot, okay. Huh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Give him a kiss. Mwah! Wait. Last time I did that, wifey got mad that I was giving everyone a kiss, didn't she? Sorry, wifey. I don't know how I didn't see X equals menu earlier. So I can literally just hit that to open the menu and not have to use this touch part. You got affection before I came back in here, so you can't act like I haven't given you any affection. Oh, good. Remember to stay hydrated, folks. Bop. He's getting weaker. Every time he uses a close combat, he gets weaker. Stay hydrated, cat. That wasn't a request. Stay dehydrated. That's it. He's earned the nickname Udo from now on. Udo Nudes. We're just gonna take out a letter on each name. Udo Nudes. What's beat up? Beat up. User. Nope, we don't want that one. It's not safe. Yeah! No. Did I turn the experience gain up at some point? I'm not upset if I did, because that'll make things go faster. Yeah. That's your gimmick, cat. And Yaflim's gimmick. He's gonna do that a lot too. I also am going to have to deal with the fact that I'm not the only one that's going to be throwing out dad jokes while playing games whenever he starts streaming, because our friendship is based on dad jokes. Which is not a bad form of jokes. Hey, stupid dad joke that everyone knows. When does a joke become a dad joke? when it becomes apparent. It's funny because it's also accurate. And as we know, accuracy is the only thing that makes things funny. Boop. Alright. Double hit. What is double hit? Normal move. User slams foe with long tail behinds, etc. The target is hit twice in a row. 90% accuracy. High speed is slower. The user... Yeah, so we're going to be fast, so we don't want gyro ball. We'll put that there. Who is he? I'll say his name because he said I was fine. Mitchell. The one that whenever he was in my chat that one time while we were playing maybe Protocol, he didn't have a name on my Discord because I hadn't finished his thing. On my little... The one that you said had luscious lips on his avatar. That's Nyaflim. I don't know if you know him from when you lived here, though. I don't think he was really close at that time. Because he was probably in the army during that time. Those big old lips. Yeah, he is equally as dad jokey as I am. And that's kind of what we do on our local Discord, is he and I tell bad dad jokes all the time. Two more kills, and that should be at 10. And then we got 2 more mods, and we'll go fight Faulkner. I hope I'm not jumping the gun on this training arc. You know, it's dad jokes and puns are the same thing. There's no such thing as a good one, just good delivery. Oh boy. Oh no, this is gonna hurt. Good thing Lantern's just a big bulky boy and doesn't have a lot of damage. Lovely Kiss. Lovely Kiss. Is that the confusion one or the sleep one? Sleep. Okay. I think I want that over Psych Up. She was so close. So close. What do you want, Joey? Are you going to tell me about your damn Rattata? Farfetch, right. But yeah, so you're going to tell me about your Farfetch'd? Joey. Everyone knows Joey and his top Rattata. I do like that the randomizer included the name change on that, though. That's kind of nice. Of course, I guess when his Rattata evolves, he does say his Raticate, so that one probably just does the insert name. Kabutops. You got a good electric move, so we're not fighting you. Or grass move, whatever it was. We're not fighting you. Torterra? Well, that would have been a great pickup, too. Uh-oh. Magma Storm, go! Super Robot Monkey Force Hyper Team, go! Oh no, we can't run away. Anyways. Oh, wait, he survived that. Egg bomb him. Egg his house. Oh, I should have used Moonlight. That's okay. We here at It Sleeps in the Day do not condone the egging of houses. Alright. Let's go, Pickle. What the heck? Why did my face get so bright for a second there? My glowing personality? Like, what the hell's going on here? Come on, I don't want to fight the Kabutops. It's called blushing. I blush bright white? That's... Is it... Do you know what I am? Am I a vampire? Is that what that is? Am I the vampires from Twilight? Because my skin gets all sparkly when I get excited? Or whatever? Also, I'm just intentionally saying it wrong. I understand that it's when they go out into the sunlight or whatever. I did read the books. Oh, Jack Skellington. I freaked out for a second, but I forgot I'm part of electric type, so this isn't going to be as bad. Oh. He got to paralyze though, so that... Oh, he has Woodhammer. That's not good. That's not good. Don't be sad, because the opposite of sad is Daz. That's not good. Here's your medical bill. Thank you for coming in. Anyways. Boop. Okay, that's everyone at level 10. Alright, so everything's randomized. I wonder what Faulkner's gonna have. And I didn't set them to have cohesive teams. I have that option. I should have used it. That's a brick. Okay. I have several friends, by the way, that whenever they see anything... Oops, I hit the wrong button. Anytime they see anything Nightmare Before Christmas, they immediately think of me. Which is interesting, because I know so many people who, like, are as obsessed with NMBC as I am, but for whatever reason, I'm the person everyone thinks of. Kind of cool. Makes me feel special. I'm a little bit special. Yo, champ in the making, you must be here to challenge Faulkner, the gym leader, right? You are quite welcome. Almost. The city has a tower called Sprout Tower. Oh, right. Oh, no. I shouldn't have leveled up yet. Oh, no. I forgot about Sprout Tower. It's a little bit special. Man, we really grew up in a different era, didn't we? Up. Thank you. Turn off the running shoes so that way I have a little bit more control over when I run. Ba-da-da. Well, I may cheat on my first gym leader here because I forgot I had to do this. Oh well. We'll just be a little over-leveled. Dwizzle? Yeah, I do sometimes question whether our jokes are okay, though. Like, not only are we hard to offend, but sometimes we probably should be able to be offended by some of the stuff we say. Like, it's a little bit beyond. Which is why normally if I'm going to make crude jokes, it's only about LGBTQIA stuff or being white. Or being on the spectrum. Since I am those things. Plus Ultra! Could you imagine a Pidgeot using Flamethrower? I think that would be absolutely terrifying and fit perfectly fine in Power World. Have you launched Power World yet, Kat? Palkia? What is Palkia? Psychic Dragon? I hope that's right. Matches his hair. Sure, that's true. Earth Power. That seems like a big move. Is that gonna kill? No. I don't know why I'm worried. This thing tanks like an Umbreon normally does. He's made out of tungsten. Tough as depleted uranium, etc, 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 etc. That goes down. I don't even remember my path through. Sprout Tower anymore. I will strongly consider that. I don't hate that idea. Power Trick. I don't know what Power Trick is. Switch its attack and defense. That's cool. Listen, Pokemon are people too. Celery. We have celery, pickle, we'll have dill. One of these I'm gonna have to nickname Cucumber with an intentional, find a way to do an intentional, Oh wait, I should use Psycho Cut. He's poison. Ooh, this is gonna hurt a little. Oh, or not. Boop. Cut. This celery or Celebi would absolutely be terrifying if it didn't have slow start. Everything's like full evolution too. Let's see. Sprout Tower eventually has wild Pokemon in it, doesn't it? Is that a separate? So that'd be a separate location. So we might catch Dill here. Toxic Orb. I forgot. I'm allowed to use items. This isn't Kaizo Ironmon. Alright, what's this one? That badly poisoned. No, we don't want that. Make certain species evolve. Species evolve. Okay, we don't have anything to use yet, but I'm allowed to use stuff, and that's so weird after doing Kaizo so much. Alright, so this is going to be Dill, whatever it is. Nope, Dupe Claws. Dupe Claws. Hey honey, I found some honey. Alright, let's switch this up. Feather, you go out in front. Now I wish I would have spelled feather wrong too, so that way I could make a joke out of that. Uh-oh, wait. This isn't... Okay, good. Sage Jean. I got a hot chocolate velvetizer and I love it. Okay. I don't know when we'll be coming up next, but okay, that sounds nice. Cool. Sage Gen Dedge. The Elders TM lights, even pitch black darkness. Was Splash a TM in this one? I thought it was still an HM. Monkey. It's a monkey. Alright, so that's not huge damage. Spite. That makes me lose PP. That makes PP very sad. Sad PP. Why'd the Mankey do it? Out of spite. Let me see how much you trust your Pokemon. Someday in the distant future, you will sample hot chocolate in flavors like hazelnut, peanut butter, vanilla white, your new nickname, peppermint, etc. PP is sad. Oh, I forgot to switch Pokemon. We're gonna overlevel Feather. I literally am not gonna be able to use Feather until we get back into the gym after this fight. No! I've had some interesting nicknames over the years. Most of them weren't great, but Vanilla White is the most boring. High jump kick? I don't even know how a seal can kick, but yeah, you can learn high jump kick. No, you can't. I like these moves. Well, let's see. Do we want to get rid of Egg Bomb? Yeah, we'll get rid of Egg Bomb. It's my rapper name. It could be my rapper name. Weavile. No, I want to see if we can hit this with the Magma. Magma. Yeah. Do I have to start a beef with Vanilla Ice if my name is White Vanilla? Or Vanilla White, I mean. Vanilla White versus Vanilla Ice. Hot Magma. Alright. Let's go ahead and go heal, because... Oh, here's our encounter this time. What do we got? Ooh, Rapidash. You are such a low level. Alright, well, let's first try the yellow ball. Always gotta try a yellow ball. Hell yeah, we got it. Rapidash. I'm gonna go and rename Pickle later to switch the E. We're gonna have all of them be slightly typoed. Bum 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 bum. Well, your OCD is not paying my bills, so At least not yet. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. Da 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 da. Okay. Alright, I think the plan is finish this little bit. I'm gonna level. I am gonna try to level up Rapidash just a couple levels real quick. And then once we beat Faulkner, I think that will be the end of the stream today. I've been wanting to cut it back a little because that 5-hour stream really took it out of me, and it didn't perform as great as I would have liked anyways, so it's a little bit of both. It could have been worse, like I'm not super mad about it, but Magneton level 5. I don't know what moves you have. I'm not Curse, Rock Wrecker, okay, Spore. Okay, well we're gonna switch Pokemon to Celery. I don't think Cindy... That could be. I wasn't even originally planning on going that long, to be fair. But it was like my view counter was broken, like screwed up anyways on top of it, so it was just everything went wrong on that one. Excuse me. He lowered my special defense and then hit me with a physical attack. Oh yeah, I know. Like I said, I wasn't... Oh, that was a waste. I wasn't planning on doing a long stream that day. Normally I plan for Friday and Saturday to be long streams, and I've done successful, like, 6-hour streams on Saturdays before. But I was having issues with it. It wasn't showing me stuff anyways, and so after a moment, things finally started looking right, so I actually just kept going. And I shouldn't have. Like, that's what it comes down to. But it's okay. This stream is successful, so once we get through Faulkner, things will be fine. Dreams is playing Final Fantasy XIV! I need to get him... I don't even remember what server he plays in. I know it's not ours, though. Oh, is Udon? Are you still in chat? I don't know if you are, but if you are, what server do you play on 14? You're good. You're good. I'll again. We've got a little bit to go. It won't be much longer, but we have to finish Sprout Tower and then go kill Faulkner. So. And as always, I appreciate all the support, man. Hopefully you'll still be around so I can ask you again when the raid's over. But if not, oh well, I'll ask you later when I see you on your stream at some point. Everyone playing Final Fantasy freaking 14 is making me want to play so bad. I gotta get affiliate to pay for my... No, I gotta just get a hold of that financial stuff. And then I'll be fine. I just gotta remember to do it. This is... Dill is not super strong. Also, I hope you're happy I put Dill above Pickle as requested. Ooh, Shadow Punch, that's gonna hurt. Except for it doesn't because Freaking Lantern is a big wussy. Feint attack. Okay. Also, why did his have Shadow Punch? We didn't get that move. It's weird. Yeah, you can have that over Curse. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to rearrange my team sometimes to make it fit, but we'll do it. We'll be a people pleaser for that scenario. Alright, let's go beat up the dude. Oh! I didn't. Okay, well, we got this fight, I guess. Sage Edmund. Taylor. Okay, we can rock blast this thing. Or not rock blast, whatever a rock move's called. Rock Wrecker! Wreck his rock! Nice rock! Wait. Teddy Ursa, switch Pokemon. Only because you need to recharge, though. That's the only reason I'm switching out. Rock hard. I don't know why I said it that way, but I'm not sure I'm happy with the way I was. Rock hard. Like a valley girl with a erection. That's something. That's something. That's all I can say is that's something. Makuhita! Alright, we're gonna switch into you and then it's immediately back to Celery. Okay. Grudge. Rock hard. I think this gets rid of all the PP of this move. Yep, all of its PP. Celery lost its PP. Alright, go heal one more time. Wasting so much time. I was going to like rush this and go get through Faulkner real quick, and then I'm getting sidetracked. It's not good when the PP runs out. As you know, the PP is stored in the balls. Because, you know, Pokeballs. Joke's funny when you explain it. What? Oh, you... Never mind. That's a reference really only good for Lauren. Welcome back, Udon! Udon, we have a question. Or, I mean, Udo Nudes. Question. Which server do you play on? If you don't mind me asking. Well, you know. He knows all about bad, quotes, so... But don't worry, if you... In FF, Dynamis Golem. Cool. Okay. We play, Crystal, Goblin, specifically, so... I was just curious. Started on Aether. Okay. Pokemon are not tools of war. What are you? Oh right, he just runs here. Choppleberry. I'll chopple your berry. Commit to the bit, baby. Just nod and agree. I mean, you know, are you talking about the ancient war that took place where they used Pokemon as literal tools of war? Yeah. Agreed. There are also other horrible things, as we recently discovered. You know. Like, kidnappers. I guess kidnapping's not new to Pokemon. Should have stayed on. Our buddy actually switched to Dynamis 2 for the bonus when they put it out, and then he travels everywhere. And they fed them. That might be true technically on the Udon Noodles thing, but that's okay. Our person here, he's Udo Nudes. Remember Udo Nudes? Gibble. Gibble! I'm gonna guess that the stream just caught up and I'm on the spectrum. I mean, yes. Don't have to call me out like that, cat. Boom. Boom. Neophylim, by the way, like I said, he switched to Dynamis, and he's like, yeah, everyone switched over for the experience boost, and now we literally nobody stays on. They just go back to play with their friends on their original servers. So I don't know why everyone switched. No one's even sticking around. The derpening, indeed. Ghastly. Ghastly! Spore. Remember, I'm sure everyone here has watched the Pokemon cartoon. Remember how Ghastly was like a crazy powerful thing that could turn into other creatures, and it was ridiculous? And now we just have a ball of gas. That's fair. He tried to get me to switch over, and I just haven't, because I didn't want to leave my free company. Because we've made really good friends in our free company. Oh, right. That was normally an escape rope over there. A ball of gas sounds pretty... I mean, yeah. And according to the Pokédex, the poisonous gas is strong enough to kill a African elephant. Whatever that is, because African elephants shouldn't exist in Pokemon. Oops. Whoops, whoops. There you go. Like, it's been clarified at this point that normal animals don't exist in Pokemon, even though there's so many references to normal animals all over the place in Pokemon. You're part of that same free company, ma'am. You and I are in the same free company. Also, I would have just made you move with me, but... I mentioned it on Udon's stream the other day, but yeah, wifey and I got engaged. We got engaged during our bonding ceremony, so that's kind of special to us. We did it on May the 4th because I'm a big nerd. And so she has a Claddagh. If you're not familiar with it, it's a traditional Gaelic ring. You did that so you wouldn't forget your anniversary. No. That's why we chose to get married on the same day that we started dating, though, so we wouldn't forget. We only have one anniversary to keep track of that way. Yeah. Bladed Sorcerer. Yeah. So we used to play, we being several of my friends and myself used to play that on a regular basis, and we would all be in Discord chat at the same time, and I'm sure if you just came into the Discord chat in the middle of it, it was just a bunch of guys grunting as they were flailing around. I'm sure it sounded absolutely ridiculous to walk in on. I used all the Final Fantasy XIV mods specifically when I played. We used to play a lot of co-op VR stuff too. We haven't done that in a while, but we did like my brain can't remember the names of stuff. Arizona Sunshine, I think is what it's called. A zombie game. I think that's what it's called. We played Killing Floor Incursion. We played Zero Caliber. There was some D&D style game. Ah, yes. Yeah, they're just 14. All the weapons from 14, because you know you have some really like my favorite was when they added the Red Mage Orb and Rapier, and you could combine them and shoot the spells out of the bottom like you do with it in Final Fantasy. Red Mage, of course, is the only DPS class I actively play. Do you, I think. It also has in the same one it has oh, my brain can't think of the name. Oh, this is gonna hurt a little. Airsbane. Oh no! Steely's dead. No, he's dark though, so we can't do that. And Air's Bane is my absolute. I wish we could use Air's Bane. Because it is, without a doubt, my favorite weapon in the entirety of... I don't know why I use that. He's a dark type. In the entirety of Final Fantasy XIV. Air's Bane, if you're not sure which one that is, by the way, is Gaius' weapon. Don't kill him. This is my tanky boy. He should survive it. Oh my gosh! I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't have any good acid. Damn. I'm gonna lose my Nuzlocke to Faulkner's skunk tank. Alright. Doesn't matter. Come on, Dill. Get some work in there. Let's get this. Oh my gosh! Wait, that's yawn, not sport. Alright, survive this. If you survive this, we can win. Okay, he has to recharge. Okay. Please be a good hit here. We need this. Ain't no way. Well, that'll be the end of our stream today, folks. Wow, Faulkner just ended our Nuzlocke completely. Rough. But that happens. That's the way things go. How many people do I have in my chat? Do we have enough for a raid? Yeah, we do. Let's do a little bit of a raid then. Let's see who's streaming. Raid channels. Let's see if Wounded Duck is on. He's never on when I'm streaming, but he might be because he raids at random hours. No Wounded Duck today. Who are you? Well, I don't remember following you. Alright. Let's see if anyone else, small streamers, doing Pokemons. Someone's doing a Kaizo. You guys want to raid a Kaizo player? Thank you for joining me today, Udon. I appreciate it. And I'll stop giving you a hard time about not showing up for last week. Or last stream, not last week. Alright guys, send Professor Jolteon here some love. They're doing a Kaizo Ironmon challenge. We know what that is here on this channel, so let's hope that they're doing well. Anyone who doesn't stick around, as always, big love. Thank you for the support, and bye.